Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Maria and I am here to answer the 10 crafty questions. I was tagged by Trish, who is Creative Minds Creations here on YouTube, and so here I am to answer. And welcome to my scrapbook area, and this is the first time I think I've ever done a face-to-face video, so I got all dolled up for you guys because I never wear this much makeup ever, except maybe to church on Sundays, and that's only sometimes. I even blow dried my hair and flat ironed it, which I again rarely do. It's a little long for me right now, but here we go. Big old glasses so I can see, and that's me without the glasses. There we go, there's me with the glasses. Okay, so my name, I told you I am Maria. I come from a family of, I have two brothers, and my dad's Italian. He comes from full-blooded Italian, and so in Italian families, you name your kids after the parents. So my dad was Frank, my first brother's Frankie, my mom's Marie, I'm Maria. So, and then I have one more brother and he got his own name. So, how did I get my YouTube name or my crafty name? And I got that because back in the year 1999, it was, you know, Y2K and all that stuff. And so I wanted to be a scrapbooky type of name, but I wanted it to be 2000. 2000 wasn't available, so I kept going. So I'm like 2001, nothing. 2002, so I ended up getting Scrapbook Nut 2002 because I really loved to almost solely scrapbook back then. Favorite craft to make? I think that anything paper crafting I really love. I do love adding mixed media things into my paper crafting, meaning paint and markers and flowers and all kinds of different mediums, gessos and rubber stamping and all that kind of stuff. So, but I would say that I love to make embellishments. That's my absolute favorite thing to make in paper crafting. Let's see, my favorite store right now is Hobby Lobby. I love Hobby Lobby. They always have lots of different fun things, so Hobby Lobby is my favorite store. My top 5 YouTube channels. That is hard to pick because I love a lot of YouTube channels. Excuse me. Scrappy Doo, please don't do that. Scrappy Doo, that's enough. That's my Chihuahua. Melody Lane is one of my favorites. She does a lot of Cricut stuff. I've been a Cricut person from the beginning, excuse me. And so Melody Lane is one of my favorites. Jennings644, she is from Great Britain, and she was somebody I followed from really early on in my crafting. She does a ton of different kinds of things, and she gave me the courage to try to do different things that I didn't think I could do or would do, and so I love her. Love Pink Dragonflies. She is a fantastic crafter. Again, one of those people that said, why don't you try doing this? Or, you know, the way she did it, which made me think, why don't I try doing something this way? And so I did, and I love that. Scrap the World. Love her style. It's so beautiful, and she can create, it seems like anything out of paper, so I love her. And Serenity Creations, who is Anna. She creates all kinds of different things, including jewelry, which I could never make jewelry her way, but I try to make things that are inspired by her that I can fit into my paper crafting products, which I love. Let's see, my favorite color is pink. Anybody who knows me knows I love pink, pink and unicorns, unicorns and pink, and then I love an aqua mixed in there. Favorite tool? Well, I love die cutting. I love all kinds of die cutting because die cutting often leads to embellishments for me, so all kinds of die cutting. I have a Cricut Maker, I have a Silhouette Cameo, and I'm really hoping to upgrade to the Cameo 4 soon because it has more grams of pressure than the Cricut Maker even does, so I'm really excited about that. I love die cutting. So I also have both the Geminis that are electronic, and then I have the handheld, what is that called? The Sizzix machine, I can't think of what it is. And I like to break that one out for embossing because for me it's easier to do than using the electronic machines just for the plate situation, but that's, you know, just my personal preference. So die cutting stuff. But then if you're gonna get essential, obviously a good pair of scissors, a good glue. I am an art glitter glue gal. That is my go-to for glue. The paper trimmer that I go to most often is this guy. It is the Cricut trimmer. It is simple, it is easy to use, and I absolutely love it. And then just a good pair of sharp scissors. I hide my best pair of scissors though my fabric scissors, because otherwise my kids take things. This is the pair of fabric scissors I have right now. They are Fiskars, they are titanium, and I hide them because I don't want them stole. So those are my favorite scissors to use. I also like to use punches a lot, especially the We Are Memory Keepers punches, the corner rounders, because I use those on projects an awful lot. So there's a lot that I like to use, but if I have to say what I love to use to make my projects more enhanced, it's die cutting in general, because you can make so much out of it. I know I'm chugging along here, I'm going fast. Where did I get my love of crafting? I got my love of crafting, it's kind of been in me always, it's been innate, but my mom is a quilter. My mom quilts, she makes these quilts out of 4x4 inch squares. She can do smaller and bigger, and she's made them always like that, and in the last few years she started making scenes on them, which are really beautiful, like country flags on them and different holidays, and they're gorgeous. And from the time I can remember, I loved keeping a journal. I loved keeping pictures in my journal. I loved doing things like that. So I think I've always had it in me. In high school, I would add, if I went somewhere, I'd put the tickets from it. If I could get a pamphlet from if we went to Disneyland, I'd keep that in there. So I've always loved keeping some kind of journal or scrapbook. So when the scrapbooking came on the scene and started getting explosive, I was like, oh, I want that so bad. That's so fun. And so I started looking into that. And I remember the first store I went to, outside of the standard crafting stores like Michael's or something, was called Mrs. Anderson's, and I went there and I went in and I spent $30, and I was a fairly newly married woman, and not, you know, a few years, 3 years, like, I came out and I'm like, I'm so sorry I spent $30. She's like, my husband's like, no big deal, it's okay. I'm like, I'll never spend that much again. Yeah, you could see behind me I've spent way more than $30 at a time, but it's been a lot of fun, and I've made a lot of scrapbooks, I've made a lot of projects, I made friendships. It's been great. So yeah. I'm glad they have sales now though, because you know, back then you paid 89 cents for a piece of paper if it was 89 cents. All right. So I hope that answers the question where I get my love of crafting. I've just always loved it, always. When did I start crafting? So I think I kind of answered that. They kind of go hand in hand. Back when I was a teenager, probably. I started loving that kind of thing. But really crafting, scrapbooking it's probably been about 23 years is when I started. And I've done all kinds of crafts, everything under the sun. I like doing cards, I like doing scrapbooks, I like doing mixed media, I like doing mini albums, I like doing embellishments, I like doing clay pieces, I like doing resin pieces, you name it, I like doing it. If I can try it, I'll try it. And I might stink at it, but I'll try it. Let's see. What is my favorite craft so far? Okay, well, I'm gonna answer that in a couple of ways. First of all, this is a piece that I made a few years back. I wonder if I put the date. I did not sign it. This is one of my favorite pieces. I kept it for myself that I've ever made. It's a mixed media piece. It was inspired by Jennings 644 tutorials she gave that I put my own spin on, and I love how this piece came out. This is up in my scrapbook area against the wall behind me when I'm not showing it to you guys. And I love how it came out. And my husband loves how it came out, so that made me so happy, because you know, he always says my stuff is nice, but like, you can tell when somebody genuinely says that's really nice, and the way he said it made me know it. Let me take a drink of water real quick, sorry. I chat a lot. So, but then, you know, when you make something and somebody appreciates it or likes it, it touches your heart. It really touches your heart. So I did a swap recently, like as in this month. And I sent it to a woman. It was from the Crafty Manipulators Facebook group. And her name's Cassandra. And Cassandra is so sweet that she Facebook Messenger called me, like live called me to chat with me because she liked what I made her so much. Dude, who does that? That's so amazing. She took the time out of her Saturday, her and her sweet young daughter called me to thank me and tell me how much they liked it. That is my new favorite project, because I was able to make somebody happy. And when you make somebody else happy, like, that's a reminder of, for me at least, why I craft. why it's so special to me and how important it is for me to make sure that and remind me to put my best foot forward every single time I send a swap out. I craft to keep my sanity too, because I think I'd go insane without it. It's my release, it's my fun time, it's my keep going thing. And I'm grateful for a family that supports me in my crafting. I wish I could craft every day. I don't craft every day. I craft almost every day though. And I am grateful to Trish for tagging me in this. Crafting is a joy, and it can bring joy to others, and I am grateful. So I want to tag Anna Stratus and ask her to share her crafting story with us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. I hope I get to see you or hear from you soon. Bye-bye.